You family, and welcome to another Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. I keep forgetting sometimes to say that at the beginning of shows, and the reason I want to stop saying hello is because it's like just the connotation, like the English language is literally a language of spells, family. And so that hell is like hell, literally, the pits of hell. And then low is like, low. So it's just like, and it's so exhausting because we're always cursing each other with the English language. But I think, we'll make it through. We've gotten this far. The awakening has started even without speaking the awakening, this English language. So it's all about the intention you give it. But it's just that I also find there's so much power. I've gotten so much power by just saying certain words in my mother tongue. But those are stories for other days. Special shout out, family, to every single person that has supported us on Patreon. If you want to get daily exclusive content from us, then definitely consider joining us there. And thanks to every single person that has also sent us a love donation. We are totally Black owned, Black produced, and we appreciate love you guys for that. And yeah, we've reduced our programming here. We'll be bringing you shows maybe 2-3 times a week as the awakening journey goes on. And thanks for all the emails that I got, family, from you guys who are all concerned. I had to take a trip to the shrine. I had to go to Mount Zion. I was summoned literally by Mwene Nyaga, Mwene Hinya, Daiwa Kiri Nyaga. And, I had to appear, and it has been a transformational 1 or 2 weeks, totally transformational. And it's funny how, this awakening journey is level to level, and it just gets better. But those are stories for other days, family. This is Ask Dr. Mumbi, so you can always email me at drmumbi@drmumbishow.com. And the only reason I'm addressing this is because quite a few people emailed me and left it in the comments that I should talk about Ye and Kim Irving. First of all, what do I have to say? What is there to say, family? Like, seriously? Give us your comments about what Ye said. Okay, so he said his mother was sacrificed. I think I shared that like 3-4 years ago, family, or around the time she died. And he'd already said it before in a song. So he said it again. And you see, this is slave entertainment, family. I didn't even know who Kim Irving was until the Jews said they didn't like him anymore. I still haven't even understood what happened. And I haven't even, dive deep into it because it's really none of my business. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Literally. With all due respect. And the only reason I'm addressing this, family, is because you have to start to understand and see that this is slave entertainment. I don't know if Kanye or if Kim Irving are controlled opposition or whether they're actually awakening, but it doesn't matter, family. Because I really feel like the slave entertainment and even our discussion of it keeps us in a time loop. And when I look at the things that, melanated people are producing online, or the kind of conversations that are drawing our attention, it's like the melanated world is stuck in this Babylon-created time loop. We're stuck in outrage. Oh my God, this was said. But total inaction. So some crazy stuff will go down. Someone will come and say something transformational. It will go round and round and round and round like wildfire around our community. But that wildfire won't catch into any kind of action. I was hoping that with everything that happened, I think Kim was like, I saw like another thing where like Nike or some companies, whatever, refused to work with him. Same with Kanye. Guys, I don't know the full story, so I don't even know which companies, but this is kind of what I was seeing on Insta and stuff on my timeline. I didn't see any of our people saying, yo, I'm not going to buy those shoes for Thanksgiving. I'm not going to support that brand because they've banned one of our speakers. I've not seen the Black nation saying, okay, we're boycotting the NBA, or we're going to boycott those games. I haven't even seen any. I think it's only Farrakhan, bless his soul, man, for real. Bless his soul. Oh my gosh. He's the only one, family. who has actually come out and defended the two, but I haven't seen any other so-called black leader or black representative come out and defend what they're saying, because it's a slave entertainment family. Basketball, football, Olympics. This is how they kept the slaves in Rome happy and kept the show keeping on. It's because people were so focused on that. And when you see these things reach fever pitch, not only are they using these two men as a lesson to anyone else who has any kind of power or money or status that has been given to them by Babylon. It's kind of a warning, like, yo, if you try and awaken your people, that's not the contract you signed. That's not the blood contract you signed. We will take you down. We will take away your money, and we'll use you as an example. It's the exact same thing, family, that used to happen in the slave days, where they dismember one of the slaves who had tried to run away and totally, just make it so horrific to fill the other slaves with so much trauma and fear that they would never think of going against the master. And if you're still stuck in that time loop, then there's a problem, because there's so much more going on, family. Our ancient ones are back. The ancestors are here. New Earth is literally, bubbling into existence. And Babylon is falling. It's crashing out. And not enough of our melanated people, the ones with real power, are even paying attention to what is going on in Babylon, because they know the agreements they signed. And if you're not willing, if there's no action that's being taken by our people, because of fire, they light the fire, where they light that anger, they light that frustration, they light that, this is an injustice. But then people sit behind their keyboards, and that's how they express their fire. They don't demonstrate, they don't stand up and do anything. They don't even use their dollar to, boycott the system. It's just all about us talking and saying things that make us feel somehow satisfied, like something's going to change just because we all pay attention. People should be using these social media platforms to do something about it. It's like here in Kenya, for a while, so there's a lot going on since the elections, and there's been a lot of insecurity in our capital city, Nairobi, and this has been trending day after day after day, where people are saying that, the hotspots, what happened, people are sharing their stories, et cetera, to the point where it was on social media for so long, with people getting outraged. The governor of Nairobi actually even held a press conference, or he released a statement where now they're pouring more police on the streets. They're actually taking action. The government is doing something about it. But every time one of our so-called brothers or sisters says something against the so-called Jewish community, many have been shadow banned. Some have lost their channels. But none of you guys have supported them. None of you guys have looked for them and said, how is this person who was sharing all these truths? Someone that I'm reminded of is someone like Irritated Genie, after he lost his channel, etc. It's how many? Or Riza Islam. Congratulations on your engagement, my brother. I don't even know if you still watch this, YouTube and stuff. But how many have gone and looked beyond and seen, what are these guys saying? What are these guys doing? These are the real revolutionaries that were actually giving you information. And so I don't want to be part of the melanated community that is just still a puppet of Babylon. Babylon knows they're going to get you emotional. They'll know they're going to get you angry, and then they'll feed and use that anger. It's crazy how they operate. They'll actually feed on that anger, knowing that they've given you all these electronics to express your anger, which gets you nowhere, because nothing's going to change. The majority of you who are shocked at what Kim Irving said are the same ones who were shocked when that guy took the knee. What's his name? With the afro. You're the same ones who were outraged when someone else said something. But how have you changed your life? How have you helped to change our collective? How many of you are now encouraging someone like Kanye because he was rejected? I think he lost like 600 million. I saw something like that from his Adidas deal or something like that, or Nike or whoever he was working for. How many of you have even been like, okay, Kanye, start your own shoe line and we'll support you? None. And to be honest, many of the enlightened ones have no idea what's going on in the situation. And I know I'll see that in the comments, or I'll get emails like, you shouldn't have talked about that, because it's not our reality. Me, I want to be part of the community now. That something happens, I release a story here, like the Pope is coming to Africa. And all of us go to our altars, go to our, spiritual corners and do a little something. And that visit is canceled. Those are the people I'm moving with now. And that's why I'm so particular about the particular news stories I share. Because it's for that purpose. And I realize, I'm so honored for all the messengers, the healers, the transformers, the ancient ones that tune into my channel, the very gifted ones. I feel your presence, family. I feel your love. I feel your support, which is why I'm still even releasing shows. I feel such a connection to you, and I don't want to waste your time with stories like this. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because there's a few people who are trying to catch up. Our ship has already set sail, so there's a few who, they're on some lifeboats trying to catch up. So we're just slowing down a little bit so that I can reveal to them that this is slave entertainment. And all of this is keeping you from true knowledge, from true understanding, from true understanding. And you're wasting your chi, you're wasting your life force on your energy, discussing it, being outraged, and not doing anything about it. And the reason I call it a waste is because when you do that, it's not renewed. You see, when you take action, you enter this kind of perpetual fuel or perpetual energy, where the more action you take, the more you get fueled to take more action. But when you're wasting your energy, that's how death comes, family. Although I already told you death is an illusion. So imagine entering that illusion till the end and flowing with it till the end. So if this story captured you in any way, please check your life, man. And just know that that part of our community, they're never going to do anything about it. They'll be outraged, they'll be shocked, they'll share great tweets, they'll share great Instagram posts, but they're not going to do anything about it. And they're not even spiritually in a position to do anything about it. Because there's some people who will tweet and it will shift things. It's the energy of like 300,000 people, 1 million people. It will shift stuff. But then they're not even on the level to tweet about stuff like this. So all these people, all these people it's attracted shows you that there's no power there because there's been no resulting action. So all those people who are involved in that little charade have no power. So we don't want to be around that. Thank you so much to everyone that supports the channel. Please consider supporting the channel, family, so that we can continue to bring you the awakening, the real awakening news. Until next time, tuko pamoja.